Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Pigskin Addicts. Back again with another video. So, man, as a Charger fan, as a football fan, just in general, I don't think I've ever been a part of the good side of late season collapses by several different teams. This is unprecedented. This has never happened as far as my fandom is concerned. I'm sure a lot of other people can speak to that as well, too. We've seen some bad football from teams that need to win in order to get into the playoffs. So, I mean, this weekend has been a whirlwind. It's been something that is, nobody really seen coming. You can't bank on it, but, this is the way that the ball bounces sometimes. Sometimes it goes in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. But this time, as Charger fans, we can say the ball has definitely bounced in our favor. The Chargers can go ahead and clinch a playoff spot on Monday night. The scenario, it was obviously possible, but you can never bank on three teams that you need to losing, having all three of them lose. It's very, very rare that happens. But again, this is one of the times as a Charger fan where you can just, throw your hands up and say, hey, we'll take it. And that's where we are right now. So you got the Jets losing on Thursday night. That really wasn't a surprise. They have major quarterback issues. So that obviously wasn't a surprise. Having New England lose to Cincinnati obviously wasn't really that much of a surprise either. New England is also having, some offensive issues as well, too. And Cincinnati is hot right now. They're the hottest team in the league, since week 3 or 4. So really not a surprise there. The Raider game was definitely not much of a surprise, but the way that it happened and the way that things played out was very, very, very Raider-esque, if you can say that. It was something that, again, I wasn't expecting watching these games. I'm thinking, man, are all of these teams going to collapse? And they did. They pretty much did. Culminated by none other than the Las Vegas Raiders shit in the bed in the fourth quarter against Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. I mean, if you're looking at a game to, kick Derek Carr off the team, right, to send him, give him his walking papers, next season, look no other than the game against the Steelers. That was something that was terrible. It was a terrible performance. I cannot fathom how bad he was against a rookie quarterback, and against a Steelers team that is not supremely talented either. They are still alive mathematically, but it wasn't Derek Carr's finest hour, and he's been a guy that's had some bad performances. But if you're looking at that one against the Steelers, that one is up there as far as his top 3, top 5 worst performances of his career. That was terrible, bad football. Now to top it all off, even though the Dolphins, they didn't play into the Chargers playoff scenario, but the weekend pretty much culminated with Tua Tagovailoa shitting the bed on national TV on Christmas Day. He was terrible. 3 fourth quarter interceptions. This performance was obviously his worst of the season. And, this says a lot. It says a lot about Tua. It says a lot about the Dolphins. And these guys are playing for their playoff lives. If they lose, any more games, they can pretty much say bye-bye to the playoffs. So the Dolphins are now pretty much in a lose and go home situation. Nobody expected that the way that they started off 8-3. They were putting up points. They were lighting up the scoreboard, getting up and down the field, with those explosive receivers and that offense. They were scoring a lot of points, and making it look really good. But now they're playing for their playoff lives. The next 2 games for them are crucial. They have to win. They have to win both games. If they lose any of these 2 games, they will not make the playoffs. And that's my belief. It's not the mathematical equation, but they lose any more games, they're done. Tua was bad, and a lot of Charger fans were rejoicing in that, and it's not so much about Tua, and I like Tua. I was always a fan of him in college, but this whole manufactured Tua versus Herbert debate, completely media manufactured, and this was a performance that went to show that there really is no debate. There's no debate with Tua and anybody right now. I personally think that Tua is not even on the Kirk Cousins level. Kirk Cousins has been to the playoffs. He's won a playoff game. Tua hasn't done that, right? So to go straight to Herbert, is something that is, for clicks, clickbait stuff, but it was something that was completely manufactured, right? It was not real. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody in league offices are talking about it. It's just a couple people on TV who want to get clicks, and they lose credibility if they have any credibility left at all. But it's all for entertainment, and none of it is factual. None of it is based in facts. It's all just media driven narratives, and those narratives went bye-bye. They went bye-bye on Sunday morning, on Christmas morning. So that's going to be interesting to see too, as well, to the whole Tua thing. But all in all, guys, this weekend was absolutely crazy. We are looking for the Chargers to go ahead and clinch that thing tonight. I think having all of this happen, I think it energizes the Chargers more than we can imagine. I think they are ready to go out there, clinch it. They had the opportunity last year, 2021, in week 18, but they are in a position now where they can clinch this and still have 2 games left. So I think that they go out and do it, man. I really do. I think this is the energizing force that they need. I obviously, broke down my thoughts on the game. I thought the Chargers were going to win this regardless, but I think this gives them even more of a boost. I think this locks them in even more. They go out and win. The mental mistakes will be at a minimum. I think the focus and, the determination will be there. All they have to do is win, right? Get 0 on the clock, be ahead on that scoreboard, and they are in the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. So, this is a very, very, very opportune time for the Chargers. This thing has literally been handed to them on a silver platter. If you just look at the Chargers 3 weeks ago, right, there was so much, question about whether they will make the playoffs, whether they have a legitimate shot at it. Now they're in a position where they can take advantage of a lot of teams' collapse, a lot of teams' late season play that has not been good. A lot of teams are having very, very, very big issues on either side of the ball. That's something the Chargers are going to be able to take advantage of right now too. So look, man, this has been one hell of a weekend, and this weekend can only get better if the Chargers go ahead and wrap this thing up tonight. I'm looking for them to do it. I will be on live. I will be doing a post game live stream. I think the Chargers are going to take care of business, guys. I do. I don't see any scenario where they come out and they do anything where they cannot beat a Nick Foles led Colts team. I just don't see it. I think the Chargers are sitting in good position right now, and I think, again, this weekend has been a lucky weekend, right? This is something that probably will never happen again. So I think that this gives them much, much more confidence. I think it gives them a lot more focus, and I think it gives them a singular goal, right? Normally, you play the long game during the NFL season. If we continue to win, we'll be in the playoffs. If we continue to do these things, we'll be in the playoffs. Now it gives them a singular goal, right? 60 minutes of good football equals playoff football. So they have one singular goal. They know what they need to do to reach that goal. They know what they need to do, to knock the Colts off and clinch the first playoff berth in 4 years. So it's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait. Going to be watching this game with bated breath, but I think the Chargers are going to be fine. I think they will clinch. That's why I made the thumbnail the way that I made it. They will clinch this playoff spot, and we'll be looking at a playoff team by the end of the night. So I'm just here to really reflect on this crazy sports weekend, and hopefully the Chargers can take advantage of it. This is the best weekend that the Chargers have had without playing in a long time as well. So this has been one for the books. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Really appreciate it. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out as well, too. I'll be back with the live stream tonight, and I'll be dropping content all week long. And so hopefully we can go ahead and lock that playoff spot up and bolt up. So until tonight, I'll see you guys.